Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Ash, aka I'm Ghostbuster. I am joined by Sentinel, and we should be joined by BMG himself at some point tonight. And
Yep.
we are here, here to watch the Xbox Games Showcase Extended. Basically, more in-depth looks at some of the games they announced at their showcase at the weekend, as well as a few other games getting a bit of a look in as well. Goes live in less than 2 minutes. We're going to be here for the entire show, chatting with chat, reacting. I'm not expecting there to be massive reveals or anything like there was at the showcase, but we're here for a good time anyway and look at some Xbox games. Oh,
Definitely looking forward to it.
yeah, I'm just looking forward to hopefully more gameplay. That's all I want, more gameplay to be shown.
Yeah.
Let us know about the sound levels, guys. I've realised after today, StreamYard, I can turn it down on StreamYard, but it sounds louder for me than it does for everyone else, so it's way out of sync. I did some recording, I've put some videos up today, I don't know if you've seen it, and I turned it down to like a quarter. It still sounded really loud, but then when I listened it back afterwards, pretty quiet. So for like the background music and stuff, there you go. Advertise a bit of Diablo 4 on it. That's good. But yeah, so let me know if the sound's all right and everything, and we can have a fiddle with it if needs be. But other than that, shout out to Thimber and Muppet in the chat. Hit that like button, share it out on socials, let everyone know we are live. It really helps us out. You looking forward to it then, Sentinel?
Definitely. I'm just tweeting it out on social right now.
Same. Sorry, there's no camera tonight, guys. It's really red hot, and I'm in a vest again with a little fan point, my little USB fan on. Don't need to see that.
Well, with the feed, it actually improves the quality if you're not on camera.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, that's usually why I don't use it. You know, it just keeps keeps it where my audio is straight and there's no issues.
6 seconds. 5, 4. Let's go. Ooh, Thimber's been a channel member for 5 months, it says now. Nice one, Thimber.
So who's the angel, who's the devil, though? That's the real question between Solomon and Johnny.
I'd like to think I'm always an angel.
Oh, we're getting more Keanu as well. That's what I like to see. Sounds better than looking at BMG. I can't believe people said Avowed looked bad. What were they watching? It looked good. Oh no, it didn't look like a pre-generated sort of CGI trailer before.
It could be photorealistic, and if it doesn't have available on PS5 at the bottom, they're going to say it looks bad. That's how it is.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And then so many guys legitimately, and I came across numerous posts were pissed that the new character of Star Wars Outlaws is female. They said, "Is there any way you can play as a male instead?" And I was like, "Jesus, guys, it's not like 1935 or something." Ridiculous.
I've got so many emails to go through from these last few days. I've got 65 on one email and about 25 on the other.
Jesus.
All just press releases and stuff.
Other people were saying that what is it? Clockwork Revolution, right? They were saying that they stole the idea from BioShock and a whole bunch of stuff. It's just been completely ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess Xbox One, because that's all they're talking about, the PlayStation fanboys.
Need to get lives.
Yeah, definitely. You know, if they would have shown off that Twisted Metal reboot, then we wouldn't be having this problem because we all would have been talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I did see that, the Santa Monica dev ratio Dreamcast guy. He's a bell. I saw that he rage quit his stream mid Starfield Direct.
Welcome to the Xbox Games Showcase Extended. My name is Tina Amini, and I'm here to dive a little bit more into the games you saw at our recent Xbox Games Showcase. Showcase featured 27 ambitious games, all coming to Xbox. Games like Clockwork Revolution.
Jesus, Diablo is advertising everywhere.
Fable from Playground
That's good though.
And from
I mean, yeah, it's good. It's just you know,
Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games and Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess.
Here he is! Whoa!
Today, we'll take a closer
Yay,
look at some
BMG.
other games from our showcase lineup and introduce you to some more games too. We've got the game director
We
of
covered you last night, don't worry.
Obsidian
We had your face on and we
Entertainment
talked for you,
breaking
don't
down the
worry.
game's trailer,
Yeah.
and the game
Like you do,
director
like you do,
of
Fabio.
Tango
We did a
Gameworks, here
BMG.
to tell us about their newest update.
I'll
You'll
have to go
also
back
hear
and
from
listen to
Sarah
that.
Bond, head of the Gaming Ecosystem Organization for Xbox, who will tell us more about a program to bring games from underrepresented developers with unique visions to Xbox and Game Pass. And we may just have a few other fun
I will be
guests in
dipping
store
out
for
for
you
like
too. So stay tuned.
10 minutes later
But
on.
first,
Got to
let's
put
check
kids to
out
bed.
the rainy
but
streets and
I'll-
sinister
obviously,
markets of Cyberpunk
stream will still be going.
2077 Phantom
Yeah, it's all
Liberty.
good.
Well, I'll just dip out.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Yeah.
really excited to welcome you to this exclusive Xbox store over Black Market, one of the locations in Dogtown that you are going to be able to explore.
I'm really looking forward to
in
this. I was going to install
2077
Cyberpunk again, but then I
Phantom
read that
Liberty.
this expansion improves a
As you
load
can
of
see,
the like
Dogtown
changes a load of the game.
welcomes you with an open arms.
So I'm just going to wait for that to come out
Ah.
and play it like
This is
improved.
Black Market, a
Yeah.
location where you as a player, as a mercenary,
Yeah, I've got it installed.
a unique cyberware and weapons, things that you cannot find anywhere in this world. Dogtown is a part of Night City, but has its own very distinct.
There you go. There's a
look
question for you there,
and vibe.
BMG. You had any
It's
pony
outside
mates
of the
crying?
jurisdiction of
They've got like
NCPD,
a Alcohol's
attracting
Anonymous
all
for
Only-
it,
kinds
mate.
of
only Jim.
eccentrics and dangerous characters.
Radical mods.
My name's BMG,
Never seen anything
and
like
I
that on a
am a
non-mouse
Sony
phone.
fanboy.
You mean this? Haven't seen nothing yet. Check this out.
And they all clap and like, welcome, welcome.
Oh,
We have put a lot of work into making the world feel more.
Did his
alive.
elbow just fire
Small
out of him?
scenes, secrets to find,
Mm.
Easter eggs. Make this place feel more vibrant. And
definitely makes me want to play the game. I've had it sat on my console for about a year.
Yeah. I uninstalled it recently just to clear up some space.
Kurt is a leader of Borges.
It's nice that they're continuing to support this with quality content.
Yeah, especially how badly it was received. They could easily have dropped it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Highly recommend watching this back in 4K later, guys. We are using the Game Awards stream, and it's not the best quality
Yeah.
compared to what you can get in 4K.
The black market also is a place where you can find new illegal weapons and goods. They are some of the most powerful items in the world, but are often much more dangerous.
I think
to
Phil
use.
I think
Any
Phil Spencer
cyber
might
assets
buy CD
and
Projekt Red
goods
eventually, but
lead you to
PlayStation
push
is
your
only worried
body
about
to the
buying
limit and
like a
with
yacht for
unique
Jim Ryan. That's
abilities
it. That's all they care about right now.
deliver
So
more
it's one that can fit all his bags of money so he can sail away
like
on.
the air
There you
gun
go.
or the ability to see the
I'm waiting
edge
for Sean
of
Layden
walls,
to come back and
or
oust
change their
him.
appearance to
He needs to. They need to have like a WrestleMania thing going on where he like clotheslines him and knocks him out of the ring.
and they are more dangerous than NCPD.
Whoever wins the
Music
match
players
gets it's like
with
Money in the
lives
Bank. Whoever gets the
lockdown,
briefcase gets
they are the guys
CEO of
who own it.
PlayStation.
Yeah, but Jim Ryan would pay for Reggie to fight in his stead.
All his actions are believable, dynamic, and diverse. The team has been working passionately to deliver you more deeper and meaningful experience, and I really cannot wait for you to find out more this September. See you in Dogtown.
I hate him doing the date that way around. So confusing.
Yeah, do it for us English people. The proper.
The proper way.
Yeah.
Day, month, year,
We're
not
not
month,
done
day.
talking about
year.
CD Projekt
Stupid.
Red's next dive into the story between V and Johnny just
Sorry,
yet.
Sentinel.
In fact,
It's all
we're
good. I
here
spent
with
time
the
in the
voice
army,
and
so they do it the other
stylings
way
of
around
Johnny
as well.
Silverhand, Keanu Reeves himself. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Likewise. Well, Phantom Liberty introduces us to an entirely new location in Night City. It's called Dogtown. It's this devastated place
I saw
controlled
that,
by
Finbar.
militia. But I think you know more about it than I do. So how would you describe it to players?
Night City has its own kind of levels to it, and I think Dogtown is kind of going down to a darker place. It's dystopian. It has a tension to it, and this undercurrent of kind of violence, like and struggle. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Shit's gone down.
Oh,
Not saying right.
tagline.
Keanu seems to know exactly
and
what
it's
this game's
just,
about,
I
whereas
mean,
Nick
hopefully
Cage
it'll
didn't
be
seem to
fun
know
for
who he
people
was.
Yeah, but
to
Keanu Reeves has
play
admitted he's
there.
never played the game.
It's hard to believe that there's an underbelly to
I
the
bet he has
underbelly
nowadays.
Yes,
that
that's
is Night
good.
City.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm a little
Yeah.
scared, but in a good way.
No, it's a good way. I mean, we're all kind of we're all moths to the flame, aren't we? And there's a lot of flame in Dogtown.
Well, if anyone can take it on, it's V. So that certainly
Yeah.
gives me the confidence.
Yeah, Visa Survivor,
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
you know?
And we just saw a tour of Dogtown, too. So we got a little bit of that
Oh, cool.
ambiance.
Does look good.
And we can see what the environment is like. People are getting beat up. It's not
Oh, I'm
good.
so glad this is the last thing we're
Yeah.
covering
It's
live
not the
this
friendliest
week.
place to be.
Yes.
You gotta be prepared for it.
I'm
Truly.
a bit worn
Yeah.
out, I'm
Day-
not
But
going to
in
lie.
our tour, we also hear
Day off
a
tomorrow.
recording from a Colonel Kurt Hansen. Who's this guy? 'Cause
And I'm
he
not there
seems pretty
Thursday either,
dangerous,
so
too.
I'm having a quiet week.
No, I'm sorry. Can't say that. My inner Johnny
Yeah, and then
came out.
we're
I mean,
having
that's
3
good.
guests
We
on
know the
Thursday.
tone now.
That'll be crazy.
Well, I mean, he's
4 if Jenna
ex-military,
turns up as well.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I'm going to check his ID at the door.
Hungry.
Do it.
He's not going to turn up.
And Johnny doesn't like him.
I could see that. Night City in general is the kind of place that breeds that kind of character.
Yeah.
Let's take a step back. Let's talk about Johnny as a person.
This
instead of
woman's not too
horrible
bad at,
person
like,
known as Colonel Kurt Hansen. I don't know about this
into,
guy,
like,
but people
interviewing
like Johnny,
people and that.
I think it's interesting.
Better than
because
Paris.
We know him to be opinionated.
No shade at
He's
Paris.
Radical. We've
She hasn't
seen that
pulled
in
out of
Cyberpunk
shades yet and done a Top
2077
Gun
in the main
joke.
campaign. But as we get to know him, he's
Oh,
got a
yeah.
sensitive side too. He can actually be quite caring.
Oh, that's what makes it so much fun. He is outspoken. He's a little grumpy, and he has a right to be. He's been used. He's been abused. He's been
We need to upgrade the StreamYard to like 1080p quality for all our great viewers.
There is a vulnerability to him, and I think what's great about it is I get to play that character.
So
in
they can
so
see
many different
BMG's
ways,
head
and
in high
so many-
definition.
That's it,
And
yeah.
especially for the player, you get to see these
Scary.
moments.
We can also have 2
flashbacks.
cameras
You
each
start
at the
to
same time.
understand He's a product of his upbringing, truly, of his surroundings.
Don't know why we need 2
Well,
cameras
let's not
each,
get
but
carried away. I mean, we can start talking
One
about nature and
see our
nurture.
face and the other one
I'm
under
sorry,
the
I keep
desk.
dropping into Johnny. But
members video.
Yeah, I like his anger. I like his passion. I like what he stands for. He's really just looking for a fair shot, and I love that he's kind of going through music. That there's an artist side to him, and
Oh, I
you know,
love
I got
Keanu.
some great speeches.
There's all
He
these
is
moments
awesome.
with Johnny where a tiny little thing, elicits this really fun response. You can flip him off and he double birds you back. Like, I love those kind of moments.
Or rock.
I think another interesting lens of looking at him as we get into Phantom Liberty is his dynamic with Solomon Reed. So what can you tell me about Johnny's relationship with Idris Elba's character?
I think Solomon has some things in common with Johnny in the sense of the military, the sense of being used, abused. It's in the title, right? They're fighting for a liberty. Solomon's kind of trying to reclaim his life, and Johnny's doing the same thing. It's Cyberpunk 2077, so it might start off as revenge, and it might end as revenge, but I think sometimes he feels like he's lashing out at the wind, and I think Solomon has been living out in a kind of The desert
Yeah, I
is
saw that was
life,
90%
right?
off.
Gotta
It's
hide
free
it
on
in
PlayStation though with PS
harboring.
Plus. Just saying
Yeah.
no for
But I
but
think he also
90% off
has
is a
that kind of
really
soft
great
and hard
price.
side to him as well.
Everyone should grab that if you like NBA.
So,
But
as
free's
somebody who's
better.
very familiar with thrillers, because you've started a
Yeah,
few,
free is better.
what do you think
I just
about
added it to my
Phantom
account.
Liberty
I'll
mixed
probably
with a
never
spy
play it.
thriller in particular?
I've just
The
bought a load of
quest
games.
to
I might do a video about
understand
them.
what's
What
going
what is that
on
NBA
so
game
you
that
can
they
kinda
used to have back in like
scavenger
the
hunt
late
of
90s and early
information,
2000s?
the
Blitz,
mystery,
no
the double
NBA.
crossing, what is true,
That was like
what's
so much better than
fiction,
2K.
what can you count on? You can't count
Pro
on
game.
anything. That is really kind of
NBA Jam.
amplified.
Yeah, there you go.
I still love NBA Jam.
You know what? They need to
I'll
bring
be
that
back in a minute.
back and they just need to
Well,
do
thank
away
you
with
so much for
2K,
coming out
NBA
to
2K.
another Xbox presentation.
Apparently
We've got a
Crew
lot
2
of
is
fans out there in the Xbox
90% off. I keep
community,
meaning
so
to do
I can't
a
speak for all of
sale
us in saying we really
coverage. I just haven't
appreciate
done it
you
yet.
showing
It's
up here
coming.
today.
As you can see on the channel, I've done
But
some
before
new
we close things
sort of
out-
content these last couple of days. Check
Well,
it
before we
out.
close things out, I'd
Trialing
love
a
your
new
help
style
here,
for the
Keanu.
reviews and
How do you think Johnny would end this interview
the tier
right
lists
now?
and stuff.
Yeah,
Well, there's a lot
I
of
picked
ways
up the
you
Crew
can
2. I haven't finished it yet.
But Tina, pleasure to meet you.
Oh, is that how Johnny would do it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Nice to see
Such
you.
a pleasure to have you. I thought you were going to kick down the camera or something. So
No, you see, he's respectful, you know.
Keanu
Good
Reeves.
egg.
Oh, thank you. You too. And I'll see you out there again soon.
Would all love to be Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't want
And
to
have
be
his
a Bob
bank balance.
behind him. Ooh, is this new content for Thingy? Whatever it was called.
Oh, yeah.
High on Life.
That's the one.
I've also done tier lists of the Xbox and PlayStation showcases so far. There is a Summer Games Fest one coming. I just haven't got round to it yet.
Well, they've changed the voice.
Because he's not part of the company anymore.
Available for purchase only. So it's not free with Game Pass.
The world you think you live in doesn't exist. It's a pantomime. Sealed. And if you get a glimpse behind the scenery, the stagecraft,
What's this?
you'll discover nothing
Ah,
but
it's gonna.
darkness.
Oh.
And what's perceived, it will swallow you whole. I'm in a race against this darkness. A race to locate an ancient ruin, a tower of unspeakable power. I need the best of the best. But they're all dead. So I'll use you. Scoundrels, thieves, cutthroats, the best of the worst.
Interesting.
Oh, come now. Try not to look so glum.
Poor bloke.
Oh.
You're going to help me save the world.
The Lamplighters League. Game Pass day one. Nice.
Cool.
When it comes to RPG studios, Obsidian Entertainment is among the very best. From Fallout New Vegas and the Outer Worlds to Star Wars Knights of the Old
Has anyone picked anything up in the sale
and
this last
Pentiment,
week on Xbox?
Obsidian Games have placed their stamp on the genre.
No,
Joining us
not
today
yet. Not for me. Got
is
too much to play
Yeah.
already.
Harry, I'm
Same.
so excited to have you here. We just
I
saw
picked
this
some
big
stuff up
reveal
pretty
of
cheap.
Avowed,
Picked up
and there's
Sunset
so
Overdrive
many
Deluxe
little bits of
Edition.
information in there that I want to dig out and pick your brain around. But before we get
Bayonetta
into
and
all
Vanquish
that, I'm assuming
and
that you don't
13.
need to have played Pillars 1 or
So,
2 to really get into
to name some
Avowed.
of them.
You're absolutely right. You don't need to have played Pillars 1 or 2. You can come to the world of Avowed fresh. We want this to be a welcoming experience to new players. But if you are a returning fan, there are some recognizable tidbits.
For people who have played Pillars 1 or 2, can you tease any more of just those general
Yeah, they
connections
just showed it
to
from
the
there.
universe? And no major spoilers, of course.
Yeah. There are a couple returning characters that players might recognize from Deadfire in particular. Players who have played the original games will recognize some of the parts of the world and some of the factions. The Adiran Empire plays pretty heavily into the world of Avowed, so all of that will be familiar to returning players.
We do start to see some of that Pillars universe now in the Avowed setting, which is really exciting, and it's looking amazing so far. But can you confirm one thing for me? Are we still in Aora?
We're still in Aora, and specifically we're in a region called the Living Lands. So again, returning Pillars fans will recognize the Living Lands as this otherworldly frontier. It's very remote. It's relatively unknown. It's this very dramatic landscape full of all of these different valleys with these unique biomes and creatures, just a really unique visual perspective. And it's a wonderful frontiersy spot that's set for adventure. There's a lot that's undiscovered, and so that's the part of Aora that we're introducing players to in Avowed.
And we also see a character talking to us in the trailer. He seems like he might be a companion, because that would be a very Obsidian thing to do. So what's going on with that?
Yes, this is Kai, and he's one of the first companions you meet in the game. He's an Amawa. That's one of the unique species of the world of Aora. And Kai as a character brings a balance of this really battle-hardened perspective. He's seen a lot. He's served as a soldier and a mercenary, but he also has a really unique sense of humor. So he brings a spirit of levity and camaraderie to the party as well.
And as he's talking to us, he's also kind of conveying, well, he's straight up saying that he's afraid of you and your abilities. But it's not like the heroes are the only powerful beings in this universe. So I'm curious what that means for who we are as the player character. Are we a watcher again, like in Pillars 1 and 2? Or maybe we have some connections to the spirit realm and beyond that gives us these terrifying abilities?
So you're not a watcher this time, but you do have a unique soul connection to the world that gives you a connection to the Living Lands and to some of the more mysterious forces at work there. The player is also being sent as an envoy of the Adiran Empire, and so they come with both a very
No idea what
mysterious
she's on
aura, but
about.
also a certain sense of political urgency.
Kai also mentions a plague. That's another bit of detail that we get within the trailer. We see a very concerning growth on a lot of the creatures in the world. What can you tell us about this plague?
I can't say too much just yet, except that it is a unique soul plague that is devouring the Living Lands, and part of the player's mission in being sent here is to investigate and try to stop it.
I think they're just taking up time.
In the trailer, and we see dual-wielding
That's it.
pistols, we see spells, we see swords, we see just a ton of abilities. A lot that actually is really reminiscent of the Pillars universe too, but those were isometric top-down view games, and Avowed is a first-person game. So how did
new
the
updates,
team
Hi-Fi
approach
Rush.
that same kind of
Probably announced the
fantasy
DLC.
combat, but in the first person for Avowed?
So we wanted to take that same depth and breadth of play styles and combat abilities and player fantasies, where you can play someone who's very magically attuned, more traditional fighter or ranger, and really invest in whatever play style is most appealing to you personally. We wanted to take that depth and breadth and translate it into a first-person experience, where you can feel the visceral nature of the attacks, feel the dynamism and the momentum of those attacks as you're executing them, and that means including a range of options like, as you noted, dual-wielding pistols, which is one of my favorites because you don't see that often in fantasy RPGs, but also traditional sword and board, a whole host of magical abilities, a lot of things that'll be both a little bit familiar, but hopefully new to players as well.
And I've got one more question for you, because I know the audience is going to want to know this one, but just how big is this game?
So it's going to be roughly comparable to something like Knights of the Old Republic 2 or The Outer Worlds. It is set up as a series of interconnected open zones that players can explore at their own pace. You can invest in discovering every nook and cranny in the world, discovering every secret, finding every side quest, meeting every character, or you can have a much more focused experience. And it's really up to players and how much time they want to spend in the Living Lands, but I'm hopeful that they're going to spend a lot of time with us once Avowed releases.
Well, count me in as one of those players, because I definitely want to read and hear every line of dialogue, everything everyone has to tell me, and discover every inch of the Living Lands. Well, thank you again so much for being here, Carrie.
Could have
This has
shown
been
us some
so
more
insightful
gameplay,
and
though.
fun.
Thank you, Tina. This has been a pleasure.
That would have made too
That
much
was just
sense.
a taste of what you can expect from Obsidian Entertainment when Avowed lands next year on Xbox, PC, and Game Pass.
If they're showing more now, why didn't they show it while they were talking? Hey? This doesn't look like Avowed. All right.
퍼스트 디센던트는 언리얼 엔진 5를 사용한 차세대 3인칭 루트 슈터 게임으로
This looks cool.
엑스박스 시리즈 X와 S, 엑스박스 1을 포함해 콘솔과 PC 크로스 플레이가 가능하고 프리투 플레이로
Muppet just wants to do some fighting.
개발 중입니다.
I don't know if BMG's
퍼스트
talking because he's on
디센던트
mute. Maybe he's dead.
계승자가 되어 인류의
Yeah.
생존을 위해 침략자들의 맞서 싸우게 됩니다. 계승자는 플레이어의 캐릭터로서
I didn't realise I was on mute.
You're just talking to yourself there.
플레이어는
I was talking.
계승자를 통해
Yeah.
스토리를 체험하고
Gotta check the mute button there.
혼자서 혹은 협동
Wow.
플레이로 수행하게
Yeah,
됩니다.
nice. New
또한
announcement.
최대 4인 협동 플레이로 거대 보스와의 레이드를 경험할 수 있습니다. 거대 보스별 다양한 기믹과 구입 파괴 등을
Almost getting Vanquish vibes.
체험하실 수 있습니다. 현재 개발팀은 작년 베타
The
테스트에서
first Descendant, very interesting.
을 개선하는 작업과 신규 컨텐츠의 개발을 병행하고 있습니다. 지금 보시는 화면은 최초로 공개하는 엑스박스 시리즈
Does look fun
X의
though.
실제 게임 플레이
Yeah.
영상입니다. 언리얼 엔진 5를 활용한 높은 퀄리티의 그래픽이 안정적으로 돌아가도록 열심히 개발 중에 있습니다. 신규 계승자 역시 개발 중에 있는데요. 이 계승자는 불을 이용한 독특한 컨셉의 플레이를 경험할 수 있도록 디자인되었습니다. 또한 자기장을 이용한 방어
You
능력과
can only play in 30 frames.
새로운 기술로 개발하고 있습니다. 플레이어분들이 더 많은 탐험을 하고 몰입감 넘치는 스토리를 경험할 수 있도록 다양한
I mean, I don't know. It's not a first party, so it's probably 60
새로운
frames.
타입의 보스 레이드 역시 지속적으로 개발하고 있습니다.
I don't take
그리고
anything
많은
serious,
분들이
Muppet. Don't worry.
코스메틱 시스템도 도입 중에 있는데요.
Yeah, it is good to see Xbox getting more Asian games. They need to.
꾸미기 아이템을 통해
Yeah.
Although I don't think they're as big as people make out. I don't think it'll sway the market too much, but
가장 많은
they
피드백을
definitely, if they ever want to make an inroad in Japan, they need to start.
You know, I think if
Getting
they were
more.
that if they were that big, Square Enix wouldn't be in such dire straits right now.
Oh yeah, exactly. Also, though, if they were that committed, Persona would be exclusive right now. It's
Yeah.
not. They're not that bothered.
지속적으로 개선해 나가고 있으며
If they were that committed, we'd have a Godzilla game.
시스템도 개발 중에 있습니다.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, that
all
would be
the
nice.
Godzilla games have been dog recently.
보다 풍성한 청각적 경험을 제공하기 위해 준비 중에 있습니다.
Godzilla, Godzilla.
마지막으로 여러분께서 가장 기다리실 소식을
I watched King Kong the other day, or Kong Skull Island. I
He
finally
looks
watched
about
that. It was
15
alright.
years old.
그에 앞서
Yeah.
8월 엑스박스 시리즈 X와 S를 포함한 콘솔과 PC에서 크로스플레이 베타 테스트를 진행할 예정입니다.
Got the new Avatar to watch yet.
22일부터
Watched the first one about 30 years ago.
오늘부터 공식 홈페이지를 통해 신청하실 수 있으니 플레이어분들의
Do you know what they want to pick up from Embrace? They want to buy Lord of the Rings. That's what they want to buy. They won't. It's shocking that they missed out on what do you call it?
Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah, and those IPs, they'd have gone down so well with Xbox.
I know.
Next.
We earnestly started
Give them all to free for free. All the new IPs.
You know, it's like Crystal Dynamics is already working on Perfect Dark. That would have been the perfect acquisition.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was what they were doing. That they just weren't announcing it, and then they were going to be like, "Oh yeah, and they're ours now."
Yeah.
Towerborn is that game.
Speaking of Crystal Dynamics, Guardians of the Galaxy is on sale this week on Xbox.
Nice.
Towerborn is a fast-paced action RPG. It's a
Good
co-op
game. I enjoyed
You
that
can play it
game.
Online. You can play it on a couch.
Yeah,
with
better
friends
than I
and
thought it
family.
was going to be after
Everybody's moving through
Avengers.
the world map together as the players move.
Yeah, it
out,
definitely
start
surprised a
running
lot of
the
people.
storyline that is being told here. From the world map, you go into fun, fast combat. You come out of that with resources and crafting items.
I think I actually pre-ordered it on Xbox back in when it first came out.
I bought Avengers day one. Me, I got stung. I weren't doing the same for Guardians. I tell you.
Is the player's safety.
Yeah, I bought both
Humanity
Avengers and
safety.
Guardians.
Player can
I bought
customize
both
their
of them.
appearance,
No,
their
I didn't buy
loadout, talk to all
Guardians.
these
I've been
different
waiting to get it
NPCs.
though. Now it's on sale. I
World
may
itself,
pick it
it's
up.
a
I don't
mix of
know.
3D and
Have you played it yet?
2D.
Yeah,
It's
I've played
good
about
game.
half of
to
it.
have that
Really
kind
good.
of beautiful background that you see.
If I remember
in
correctly, the
the
last thing I can
movies.
remember playing, they were
Towerborn is all about
jumping over like
humanity's
they were trying to get
last
to somewhere. And they were jumping
chance
over these
at
like
survival.
exploding
Humanity is clinging
platform
to
bits, and then
hope
there was a
and
big long
clinging to this
walk.
power.
Yeah.
It is your
That's
mission
the last bit
to
I
try
remember
to
doing.
pull the force of
Right.
darkness at bay.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Give
I
humanity a
actually
chance
played
to
it several
survive.
times already.
This game I'm interested in. This looks
The
good.
most important thing about the gameplay is it's just fun. And it kind of just amplified its fun the moment you added another player. All of the players can build their character in a way that's specific to
So
them.
this is like
turns into
4-player
this back
co-op.
and forth exploration. Like, let's try.
I mean, that's what it
to
looks
do this
like.
one combo, and then let's see if you can do a follow-up. From a couch co-op perspective, that's just really fun because
Couch
there's
co-op,
not
nice.
too many couch co-op games anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And you play
right.
it online co-op as well, though. It needs to have both.
Yeah.
In 5 years
Because
from
otherwise it
now,
ends
it's
up
in a
like
place that we
Battletoads where
never
no
even
one
would have
plays
thought
it
of.
because it's 4-player.
Seasonal game, which is different for
And
us.
Players
or
can expect
GoldenEye, it doesn't
a
have
new
online
storyline with new
multiplayer.
quests,
Yeah.
New biomes. We'll be rolling out new gear, new monsters, new bosses.
Expanding on the content in a continuous, organic way, so it just becomes a living world.
Nice.
When we started Stoic, we decided let's just make games that we feel strongly about and we want to play. We had to find the right relationship with a publisher, and I think we found that with Xbox. They've enabled us to make the game
Good.
that we want to make.
That's what I want to hear about
I
Xbox.
earnestly cannot wait for the community to see the game that we're
I mean, they
rolling out.
seem pretty
Power
chill,
Gun is
you know.
I really believe something unique.
Towerborn.
You never know. They might do. I don't think it'll be anything massive, though. This is the one where they should have shown off the Series S console that no one really needs.
Yeah.
Oh, more Fallout 76 stuff. Nice
Hello,
one,
I'm
Thimber.
John Rush, art director of Fallout 76. I hope you enjoyed the world
I'd like a
premiere of the
Hexen
trailer
Shadow
for our
Drop.
once in a
Do you know what? I
blue
don't
moon
even
update
need a new
coming June
Hexen. Just
20th.
put it, port it to
Free to play for
consoles.
anyone who
There you
wants
go.
to
Like
That's
HD
it.
graphics.
Yeah.
Hexen 1, 2, and not 3, because 3 is terrible.
Blue
But
moon has
1 and
risen
2.
over the hills of Appalachia,
There you go.
bringing with it a
Wasn't
ton of
3
great new
third
content for
person?
players.
I don't remember.
There's one that isn't first person. I don't think it's made by the same team. I don't think.
Blue Devil and Ogwa to threaten the progress
Oh
of the
yeah, I
Blue Ridge
agree.
Caravan
It's
Company.
great for kids. The new Series S. I like that Series X was topping sales charts on websites and
Both of
stuff
which give
for the
you a
first
chance
time
to
ever.
earn caravan and cryptid themed rewards.
Ooh, nice.
Defend the Middle Mountain pit stop from waves of monstrous creatures safe and sound.
This doesn't even
And
look bad.
thwart a horde of crazed cultists and beasts of burden. With Season 13, we've also got a new scoreboard called Shoot for the Stars, which celebrates the stars of the silver screen and gives you a chance to earn cinema-themed rewards.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And it's like top at Steam charts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. It's good to see.
And we're not done yet.
I even saw people like
Next
VG
year, we're
charts
taking
and stuff,
players
and
to
or
Atlantic
whatever it
City,
was,
where they'll
positive
gamble on the fates
Xbox
of new
things about the
factions for
showcase. I was
opportunity to win
shocked.
big. Do your part in helping the Blue
It
Ridge
helped that
Caravan
Sony shot
Company
himself in the foot.
and earn rewards along the way. Once in a Blue Moon is
True.
coming June 20th. Appalachia is coming at you. We'll see you there.
This looks quite good, this.
What's this?
There's new achievements for this. Oh, it's nearly a BMG rush, that.
Oh,
Oh, the stream don't like that, does it?
no, it does not.
I hope they don't, Muppet. I hope they don't. Everyone needs a photo mode. July 5th.
Nice.
We've just seen a new trailer for updates coming to Hi-Fi Rush called Arcade Challenge Update. No joke, there's literally exclamation points in there. That's not just me. So here to explain that and more about the update is game director John Johannes. Welcome to Showcase Extended, John.
Really glad to be here.
Welcome, John.
They have to be in there.
Yeah. It feels
It's style. It's style. Yeah.
It's a style thing. Well, Hi-Fi Rush is such a stylish game in general. I think that's one of the things that people really excitedly pointed out when we shadow dropped the game in the developer direct earlier this year. But making a brand new IP is always a bit of a risk. Your studio's known for kind of scarier games like The Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo.
Give us
Can't
a new
deny
one.
that. But yeah, this type of game is something I just always wanted to make personally. And I just thought music and action work so well together. And after I had finished working on The Evil Within 2, it just felt like the right time to try something new. And our studio has always been about just making fun games. It doesn't have to be about a certain genre. We're not about making one specific thing.
And fortunately, there's plenty more of that content to come because we just saw an absolutely jam-packed trailer. So I'd love for your help in breaking down all the details, all the stuff going into this update.
Sure, there's a lot, so bear with me. Everything in this mode is unlockable once you've finished the game, and you'll unlock an arcade cabinet in your hideout. And by accessing it, you get 2 new modes. One is called BPM Rush mode, which takes the gameplay up to like higher speeds than we've ever done in the main game. And the other is called Power Up Tower Up, which is a new sort of randomized spin on the rhythm tower mode that we had in the original game. And included in this mode are 5 new original songs to play to, as well as 2 brand new
I'd be up for Hi-Fi with him.
And then there's special attacks and this whole meta system for unlocking upgrades and rewards. And that's what I can think of right now.
I love that there's so much to unpack there, but let's rewind. Let's talk about just BPM Rush for now.
Sure.
It was described in the trailer as effectively Hi-Fi Rush's equivalent of a turbo mode. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, early on, the team was like, how fast can we go? And in the game, we kind of settled at, about a max 160 BPM. But this mode really takes it up to 200 BPM. But we sort of ease you in there. It's a gradual upgrade until it eventually gets so fast, you just got to sort of think on your feet and naturally react to the rhythm in the combat of the game.
I personally love that there's a lot of accessibility settings in the game too. It makes it so that you can adjust the game to your own comfort level. But this is a post-game challenge. It's meant for when you've gotten into the rhythm of the game. So I'm curious if you have any pointers on as far as how to tackle that challenge.
As an action game, I think a lot of people want that sort of next level challenge, another way to use their abilities in a new type of environment. This mode does that by putting you at the high speed. But we also have multiple difficulties. We have an easy mode for people who want to experience what that's like, but maybe are not in tune with that sort of high difficulty that's accompanied with this stuff. But then we have a casual normal mode as well. And then we have, after beating those modes, we can unlock an EX mode, which takes up to a hard level where damage is multiplied and keeps you at that high BPM throughout the entire time.
But there already was a post-game challenge when Hi-Fi Rush launched. It was the Rhythm Tower mode. You mentioned that briefly earlier. That's the one where you face just increasingly difficult combat. So how has that evolved with the Power Up Tower Up mode?
So the Rhythm Tower mode was kind of like a very curated experience. And while it was very challenging, you can prepare, go in and sort of customize your character, know what you're getting into. And in this mode, we flip it to the almost opposite end. Chai starts off downgraded. We actually remove all your abilities, and you have to earn them back by fighting waves of randomized enemy sets. And after every wave of enemies, you get to choose from a series of power-ups that can gradually increase your stats. But each of these upgrades comes with either bonus or negative modifiers as well to the gameplay, so you can take more risks or less risks depending on which upgrades you pick. And again, those upgrades are randomized each level, so you really kind of have to have an understanding of the systems and not quite master them, but have a good grasp if you want to go in and come out on top.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, it was a really packed trailer. There was a lot of information in there. It's a chonky update. So what else have you got for us? Because I feel like there's more on the table there.
Yeah,
you were a guitar god,
by playing in the 2 modes, you unlock these rewards through these challenges that are connected to these 2 modes. And in those rewards are things like accessories for Chai and new costumes for Chai 808, and even as well as fan favorite Corsica. We have new modes for the photo mode as well. Things like new filters. We have new poses for the characters.
While I'm
We have
excited for this,
stickers so you can place on the
seems
photos now.
way
And
too
then there are some
long just to
extra
tell us
hidden
about photo
secrets
modes
that
and
we
like
don't want to give
odd
away
bits
right
and
now,
bobs.
which, as
Yeah,
usual,
definitely.
for our game, we like to hide in
Show
there
us more
and we like
games.
people to find, which is always
Yeah,
fun. And then,
definitely.
in conjunction with this release, we're also releasing a separate costume pack, which is a kind of take on what the characters would look like if maybe this game took place in a different time period.
Ooh, a little tease. I like that.
And there's some really fun looking stuff in there. So
Well, thank you again so much for coming out all the way from Japan to Showcase Extended, John.
I'm super glad to be here.
That's all we have to share about the new update for Tango Gameworks' Hi-Fi Rush coming soon. Now it's time for us to return to the second era of Tamriel and the Elder Scrolls Online.
Ugh.
ZeniMax Online Studios debuted the trailer for their
Oh.
upcoming expansion at Showcase.
I actually
and
want to play
today,
this
they're
again,
here to
but
break that
it just
trailer down
takes
for us.
a while.
Let's hear what the team has to say about the Necrom expansion for Elder Scrolls Online.
You know what the team has to say? Tough shit. Buy it.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the Xbox Showcase. I'm Rich Lambert, the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
And I'm CJ Greb. I'm the project art director for Elder Scrolls Online.
One of the really interesting things about Elder Scrolls Online is it's different
It's
than really
different.
any other game out there. It's not.
It's not. It's an
your
MMO.
typical level-gated world. Go anywhere. You can explore in any order you want to.
You really can hop in at any moment, play with anybody, can play any part of the game.
And any story.
And of course, I mean, we're on Xbox Game Pass, you know, the biggest open world RPG on Xbox. And if you're at all a fan of Elder Scrolls, you can go places that you maybe have never gone before.
It's a good game. It's a gorgeous looking MMO. It's definitely been improved since launch.
Housing.
It's just
We've got lore hunting and antiquities, right? There's the dungeons and the
Uh.
trials.
And you can, of course, always revisit lands that you've been to.
He reminds me of that guy from Cheers.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
I was
different-
thinking
Sounds
that.
like him as well, doesn't he?
1,000 years in the past.
He said, "Give
Come
me a
in by
beer."
yourself, come in with friends, but don't worry that you're ever not going to have something to do because there are adventures.
I'm a
every
werewolf in Elder Scrolls Online.
I think I'm a vampire.
We had an awesome
Fabio
trailer during the showcase.
helped me convert into a wolf.
Hermaeus Mora.
A thingy.
What's it all about, Rich?
A werewolf.
Hermaeus Mora is this Daedric god of knowledge. He's not good. He's not evil. He
It's
is
definitely
just
a
focused
game to play
on
with friends,
cataloging the
though.
world and collecting everything he possibly can to study. And what you kind of see in the trailer is Mora kind of always on guard, always looking over and watching what's kind of going on. And you get to see some nostalgia in there as well from the Dragonborn DLC in Skyrim with the yellow-green skies.
The vast inky sea, the stacks of books.
I'll still never forget the first time you showed us the initial concepts for everything made out of books. I remember looking at that going, oh my God, how are we going to do
How are we
this?
gonna do
Like,
that?
how is this going to run?
We always try to honor the past, right? Because when we go back to areas that people who play Elder Scrolls games have played, they know these lands. We want them to feel like they're coming home, right? But we have the chance to add a little into the mix.
They're coming home.
Our team
They're
was able to really
coming
play
home.
with kind of cool, unique monsters.
Yeah, we were given some great places to go for new monsters in the zone. We were looking at making a creature that would kind of freeze you in terror as soon as you saw it, and a creature that has
Looks like
a
it's,
deeper connection to the overall story of the zone.
Looks
We've
like
also
it's
got
what you
the
call it
peninsula,
from Stranger
kind of
Things.
the
That
Morrowind vibe.
It's always fun to go back to this part of Tamriel.
Never
because
watched it.
It's one
Never
of the
watched
most
Stranger Things?
imaginative and sort of
No,
like
don't
You live a
know why.
sheltered life,
expressive
mate. You live a
things
sheltered
that
life,
has ever been
obviously.
created for an Elder
I
Scrolls
think
world.
so.
And then, of course, Necrom City itself.
This
Too busy
ancient
rewatching Only
city
Fools and
that,
Horses.
is rumored to have been built.
That
even
doesn't
before the
surprise me at
Twin
all
Towers
with you,
and
mate.
stuff.
Right.
Being able to play with that and look at that architecture and this ancient city of the dead.
And you guys gave us a new class to do.
The Arcanist draws their powers from Hermaeus Mora. We really challenged ourselves in the team to make something that didn't feel like
Too
anything
hot.
else
I need
in
to
the
take my
world.
pants off.
Everything we've been talking about sounds amazing, but when do we actually get to play it?
Necrom launches on Xbox June 20th, and we can't wait for everybody to get in there and see this amazing
Yeah,
content
definitely
we've
reminds me of
created.
an Enderman as well. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone, for watching us during the showcase and watching us today. Lots of exciting stuff coming for ESO in the future. We'll see you on Tamrick.
It won't.
How do you know? We might be one of our what do you call it? XPN game night sessions.
Oh yeah, that we were starting a year ago.
Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, I'm definitely not playing this.
What is it?
It looks too freaky. Oh no, definitely. Oh god, yeah, this is that VR game. Oh, where you've got to go into houses and you've got to look for spirits and that. Think like Poltergeist, Paranormal Activity.
Oh, lovely. "24 different ghosts." Are they going to show us a ghost in here, or...?
Did you not see it at the start?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
See that? Oh, 4-player online. Oh, yeah.
Seasonal events.
I think I'm going to have to get this.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, Phasmophobia.
So we can all crap our pants.
Oh, the VR is freaky. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Nice.
Timber. Can't play.
Oh, Thimber.
IBS World News.
He's going to have to buy that black Series S is what he's going to have to do.
エグゾプライマルディレクターの平岡です。まずはじめに3月に開催しました第1回
Yeah, Friendly Pest plays that Phasmophobia. Absolutely freaks him out. Looks scary as shit.
Yeah, in VR, I imagine it would be crazy.
ご協力ありがとうございました。さて、カプコンショーケースはご覧いただけましたでしょうか。その中で発表しましたが、第2回オープンベータテストの開催が決定しました。詳しい日程や情報は公式サイトをご覧ください。それでは、ここからは番組をご覧の皆様に新情報を紹介します。まずはサベージガントレットという新たなモードです。サベージガントレットは
Sounds good,
内容が
Muppet.
毎
Sounds
週
good.
変わる特別なミッションに5人で挑む。世界中のファイターと
Get him on as a guest. Tell him to come on, talk about it.
ディノサバイバルとは違い、出現する恐竜やフィールドが遊ぶたびには変化せず、全世界のプレイヤーが同じ内容のミッションに挑みます。今回は恐竜が出現する位置にあらかじめトリプルスレッドを設置しています。出現してきたら、このようにスカイウェーブのグラビトンケージと合わせて起爆。一網打尽にできました。ミッションは画面上部に表示されている恐竜の討伐なのですが、サベージガントレット
Apparently the Capcom showcase was rubbish.
Yeah, I heard as well.
Yeah, I watched it. It was okay, I guess.
Did they actually show anything good?
They showed a new Ace. What is it? The Ace Attorney or whatever. I don't even know what it's called.
Coming to Xbox?
Yeah, probably.
Good.
Nothing exceptional though. Not really.
Because it was on the Xbox showcase, the good-looking Capcom one.
Yeah.
スナイパーネオ層が離れた位置に多く出現するので、ビジラントに
I mean, they showed Exoprimal, but we'd already seen that, so.
動きを止めて集中攻撃のチャンスも作り出せますね。また、一列に並んだ恐竜もブレードで仕留めしてから倒す作戦のようです。道中では大型恐竜が複数体出現することも。サベージガントレットはエンドコンテンツに相当するモードなので、基本的にはミッションの難易度は高く設定されています。モジュールの強化、組み合わせはもちろん、チームメンバーのスーツ構成など、よく考えて挑んでみてください。
There you go. Ace Attorney Trilogy's come in for the first time on all three games on Xbox. Very nice.
このようにクリアタイムが表示されます。その後、自分のクリアタイムがどの程度だったか、ランクによる評価がされます。次はバリアントスーツを紹介します。バリアントスーツはデフォルトのエグゾスーツとは異なる性質の武器を装備しており、戦い方が変化したスーツです。デフォルトのデッドアイはアサルトライフルを装備していますが、デッドアイアルファ、バーストファイヤーはショットガンとバースト射撃を切り替えられるバトルライフルを装備しています。敵との距離に応じて射撃を切り替えながら戦います。他 他のバリアントスーツも特別にちょっとだけお見せしますね。ゼファーアルファ、エナジーチャクラム、バラージュアルファ、ロケットホップ、ビジラントアルファ、マークスマン、ロードブロックアルファ、フォートレスキー、ムラサメアルファ、フロストグレイブ。
That's pretty cool, Thimba. The Thimba Muppet. Bloody hell. Getting this confused now.
リッチドクターアルファ、デュアリティビーム、スカイウェーブアルファ、サンダークラフト、
Yeah, I'll play this. This looks alright.
ニンバスアルファ、ダブルバレット。バリアントスーツは発売後のタイトルアップデートで遊べるようになります。エグゾプライマルは発売後も定期的にアップデートを行っていきます。シーズンごとに新たなゲームコンテンツを追加していきますのでご期待ください。本日はありがとうございました。それではウォーゲームでお会いしましょう。レッツマッシブ。
So basically, you're his gardener. Is that what you're saying?
It's great to see the dedication from the team at Capcom and how
It's
they're building
Sarah
Exoprimal
Bond.
in partnership with the community. Gaming has the power to immerse us in worlds and perspectives we'd never otherwise experience. We can fight dinosaurs, transport to a dystopian future, explore the universe, and conjure magic. And we get to do this together, no matter where we are on the planet, the language we speak, what we look like, or our physical abilities. That is why it is both an absolute imperative and an incredible opportunity that games represent all of us. That is why we created the ID at Xbox Developer Acceleration Program to help underrepresented creators and stories in the industry shine.
I don't think Capcom, though,
We call it DAP.
count that.
DAP already includes more than 100 emerging developers, and they've launched 30 incredible games like A Space for the Unbound, Validate,
That's a really good game,
and
Space
Hoa.
for an Unbound.
And there are
The
many,
Unbound.
many more in the works. Let's take a look at these amazing games coming up next from ID at Xbox's Developer Acceleration Program.
Ooh, nice. Drag her.
What?
Drag
What?
fighting game. Sentinel's just like melting down now.
Pre-ordered it already.
No, I'm just waiting, you know, until they show off that Hexen game.
Oh, that looks quite fun. Botany Manor.
That looks cool.
That's one of those like walking sims, isn't it?
Yeah. It's right up BMG's alley, you know? That's interesting.
Some decent stuff coming.
Yeah.
Oh no, you jinxed
Christ. I got a call from my good friend Jorg Newman, the head of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh god, he's got his glasses on as well.
A lifetime out of this world opportunity. So I'm here in Budapest, the capital of Hungary. Jorg,
You had to, didn't
he's
you?
around here somewhere. Let's go find him. Jorg! Hey, Paris!
Oh, Jesus
Great to see you. Thanks for coming to Budapest. Of course. What am I doing here? I'll tell you on the way. We have a boat to catch. A boat? Yep. We don't have a plane? Nope. Come on, Paris. Jorg, what is this place? What kind of aircraft are you storing in here? Dude, it's much cooler than that. All right, Paris, are you ready for this? No, I'm ready for this. All right, let's go. Welcome to the world of Dune. This is incredible.
Come on, I want you to meet someone. Hey, how's it going?
How are you, man?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Harris, I would like to introduce Patrice Vermette, Academy Award-winning production designer of Dune.
It is very nice to meet you. I'm a huge fan of Dune. Now, Patrice, can you tell me, what is this place?
Well, this is the warehouse where we actually keep most of the props and the set deck elements that we used on Dune Part 1 and Part 2.
Now, Jorg, how did all this get started?
So it goes back to November 2021. Dune had just hit the movie theaters worldwide, and we got a call from Legendary, and they had the idea that we bring an ornithopter into Microsoft Flight Simulator. And me being a lifelong science fiction reader and fan, a big, huge fan of the Frank Herbert books, how could I say no?
Okay, now it makes sense after seeing the trailer at the Xbox showcase. I understand why you brought me here.
You guys want to take a look? Because we actually do have a couple of ornithopters here. If you want to see, you want to take a look.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Look at this. It's a one-on-one real-sized ornithopter. It's amazing.
Sure, thank you. Denis likes things to be plausible, so that's why they were built to look military, rugged, and stealth.
Now, here's the most important question. Were they built to fly?
Funny you mentioned, because I've been asked that question on a couple of occasions. No, they don't fly. They are heavy. They're 11 tons.
So, Jorg, you had to get this working in the game. How did you do this in Flight Sim?
Yeah, it was actually interesting. So in general, ornithopters can fly and do fly. This particular one, given that it weighs 11 tons, that's going to be a little bit harder, specifically because it's not really doing the ornithopter bird flap. It does oscillation of the blades. And we currently don't have the material science to get the thrust and the lift. But on Arrakis, I think this is absolutely possible. And in Flight Sim, we made it work.
Patrice, we're here. Can we go in?
Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Normally we'd go in through the climbing up the landing gear, but this will do.
Yeah, so what's cool about this, Paris, is that all those buttons are actually realistically hooked up to the system. Master engine switch, what you're doing there above those, the red, are basically all the lights.
And as you notice, it's all analog because in the world of Dune, there's no thinking machines. Thinking machines have been illegal for 10,000 years.
Yeah, that was actually fascinating when we implemented it. Because it's a science fiction, we thought, oh, it's glass cockpits, and everything's going to be computerized. Like, none of it is. This is a very practical helicopter, almost like from the 1960s.
So, Jorg, in the first movie, the Thopter was able to do a lot of cool moves and maneuvers. You're going to be able to reproduce that in Flight Sim?
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, the really cool design that you guys came up with is each blade is independently controlled. So each blade has its own lift and thrust. And that means it can go from a really stable hover to a steep dive and back to a glide instantaneously. I would just say thank you that you designed such an awesome and realistic machine, because that's what we do. We bring realistic machines to life. But if you want to see a little bit more about the game design,
Absolutely.
I have something for you.
Absolutely, I'd love to see.
All right, so the setup for this expansion is that you are a Atreides pilot on Arrakis flying an ornithopter. Here is what we built. We basically built this section of Arrakis. Here's the capital city of Arkin. Here's a botanical garden. We have that as well. And the first thing we do is we train you up. The fast takeoff, fast landing, and then the deep dive. And then we take you to some of the extreme locations, like the bow of the cliff, the hole in the rock, the red chasm. You really have to show your pilot skills. And then, towards the end, then there's a secret mission, which I can't talk about today, but that basically wraps up the experience. It's gonna be great.
Super exciting. Hey.
It was great to see you again.
Paris, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. All right, Jorg, where to next?
Well, I don't know what they eat on Arrakis, but this is Budapest, and I hear they have excellent goulash. I know a place.
Let's go.
Oh, thank God that's over.
You know, it's interesting that they have that aircraft in Flight Sim. I mean, it's cool, you know.
Hmm.
Kind of interesting.
I don't get what's going on.
It's kind of like pinball mixed with Bomberman. That's what it looks like.
Oh. $2024.
Liza P. is a thrilling Souls-like that takes the story of Pinocchio, turns it on its head, and sets it against the darkly elegant backdrop of the Belle Epoque era.
Finally, we meet.
You are awakened by a mysterious voice. You must adapt yourself and your weapons to face untold horrors, untangle the unfathomable secrets of the city's elites, and choose whether to confront predicaments with the truth or weave lies to overcome them on the journey to find yourself. You are able to create your own weapon through the combination of these blades and handles. Of the hundreds of possible combinations with different respective appearances, performances, attack motions, and patterns, each and every blade and handle has its distinctive Fable Arts. Fable Arts is a special combat skill that can be casted by consuming Fable slots. Fable slots can be charged again through combat. Select your own special skills to vanquish your enemies. The Legion Arm is a prosthetic on P's left arm. The Legion Arm can exhibit special abilities by consuming the Legion Gauge, providing you an eclectic combat experience. So, puppets are all there are? I highly doubt that. You'll have to face all sorts of monsters, puppets only being one of them. You're not quite done yet. Bone-chilling bosses await you. If a boss seems too intimidating, you might want to get help from a specter. In boss matches, you can summon a specter that will assist you in battle. With a bit of help, you will be able to defeat bosses with more ease. The P organ is a system that allows you to upgrade your character. Use quartz to optimize P to your liking. Within the P organ, you can select which slots to unlock depending on your preference. There will be times when you will be confronted with choices where you can give comfort to others in sorrow or despair by lying, or you can choose to tell the truth. Carve your own path. Meet Liza P on Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Game Pass. Coming to you this September 19th.
Might check it out. I don't know.
I think what's going to make or break it for that game is whether it's a Soulsborne game, because if it is, less people are inclined to check it out.
Make it as easy as possible
Yeah,
for you to suspend your disbelief. One key method of achieving this is our use of performance capture.
Especially with there being so many games, it's hard for people to justify putting that much time into one specific game.
From the actors, and then to
Yeah, not everyone's got limited time. Got to pick and choose.
faithfully as possible.
Yeah.
I want to see what I saw on stage in the game. It's time to find. When we were shooting the scene from the Xbox showcase, it was quite a somber mood on set, because that was one of our moments in the game where it's just Senua and the Furies, and we have an opportunity to connect with the player one-on-one.
Where are they? Where are you? What do they want? I don't like it. I'm scared. This is too
At this point in Senua's journey, she's had her confidence eroded. There's a lot of doubt, and she needs to find within herself a spark of hope, that strength that she has in order to continue on.
Everything I've done has led me to this place. We've come so far.
While this scene is relatively simple, the scale and complexity of our performance capture has multiplied to meet our creative ambitions on Hellblade 2.
We shot the first Hellblade in the boardroom of our old studio. It was very MacGyvered together. In the new studio, we have a custom-built mocap space, which has pretty much everything we could have dreamed of. We've got projectors, so we can recreate sets on the ground if we need to. We've got loads of props that we have available to us at
That's
any
a pretty
time,
good
so we
mocap
can
studio,
build
isn't it?
Sets.
Yeah.
I remember coming into interview and seeing the setup down there and immediately being impressed by the clear commitment that had been made to underpinning great true-to-life performance with great quality data. So we've got a lot more cameras this time around. They're kind of top of the line at the moment. And in the kind of space that we have downstairs, we have nearly wall-to-wall coverage, which is really impressive.
I'm assuming
It's
they're
not
going to
something that
let other
is
Xbox studios
certainly
use
a
this.
step up from
Yeah.
was set up in a boardroom.
With our setup, we can push even further on our ambition of bringing through as much of our actors' performances as possible into the game, even down to the most nuanced of movements.
So when you've got a
Fimber
optical
excited
system
for
like ours
SpongeBob
set up
Power
and
Wash Sim
calibrated well,
expansion.
you can track performance movements down to the millimeter. So we can see somebody shuffling their finger along the table or just wiggling them very gently. You can see hesitation and breath. There's no need to push the action and overact. You can just...
You know, it's great to see that they put this much detail into the game, but they absolutely need to be showing combat.
What we want is
Yeah.
best performance possible.
Because I think that's kind of the elephant in the room as far as Hellblade 2 goes right now, is that they haven't shown combat. Not really.
Because it's going to be a
I don't
walk-in
think there's
sim.
going to be much. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much combat. I think you're going to be disappointed.
How many people, though, have said they've played the first Hellblade and they just didn't finish it? A lot of people. So it's like, if this is combat and this you have tons of combat segments, you got to show those.
In the game. That boat will have several characters on board. We wanted to be able to capture the motion of a boat across multiple characters simultaneously, and we, for the first time, had the space to be able to construct a proper rig for this. So we had a platform which could be moved in any number of ways to create.
Looks amazing, this though. They've done a right good job.
Yeah, definitely.
And we got our actors up onto this boat and captured scene with high waves and a storm, and we got incredible data from really, really amazing. The most important part of my role is to make sure that story gets told, and having these wonderful actors we're working with bring their talents to bear on these characters has been such an amazing experience.
My name's Larry Herb, Xbox's Major Nelson. Welcome to FanFest. I'm excited to be here. Here we go. Let's roll that video.
Oh, they all got a free jersey.
Nice.
I'm well jealous.
Need a fan fest over here, don't they? Disappointed you weren't there, Fimber?
I thought that was Fabio then.
That looks like him. There he is.
Fabio.
Oh, there he is. No, he's not there. Well, he might have been. There's him behind the corner there, just sticking out. That was him. There's Fabio. He's there somewhere.
Got people getting a tattoo parlor there. Jesus.
FanFest Melbourne and playing awesome games and having a great time.
There is so much going on.
That's not a fan fest. I'm still sad I didn't go to the what do you call it? The XO19 when it was in London. I got the controller from it though, so I'm happy. Don't spoil our hopes and dreams, Thimber. But you would know as soon as you are, Fabio. I suppose. Truth is out.
Yeah, but he's got a cow to pull his car. He could have got there.
Honestly, I've never felt so
Yeah, he could have
good
drove his
to try
milk van.
Xbox in my life. I'm
Yeah.
just wandering around. I've been talking to people, and everybody is so excited about what's to come.
We really put a lot of emphasis on empowering creative risk, and there's so much excitement for what we're going to be able to deliver going into 2024, and even games in 2024 that we haven't talked about yet. So our mission, our
That
strategy,
event has to be exhausting for the Xbox crew.
Yeah.
They get up at like 7 in the morning and they don't get to bed until like midnight or 1 o'clock. That shit has to be crazy.
They're all running on beer, aren't they, though?
Yeah.
center of no matter what we do.
Beer and cocaine.
I think they have to at this point. Wow.
Hi, I'm Sebastian, and I'm the community manager for Light Your Frontier. Today, I'll be playing with Kelly, Anita, and Carolina to explore the new multiplayer features Light
You
Your
lucky
Frontier
man.
has to offer. Good morning. Good morning. Today, we should continue building up the base we started yesterday. We'll need more resources, and it'll be faster if we work together to collect them. Can two of you work on that?
Yeah, let's go. Go.
Hey, that purple mech looks great.
Thanks. It's my favorite color.
Dang, the farm looks pretty good with all the grown crops.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm looking forward to making the farm even bigger.
I'm gonna work on making our home look a little bit better, and then I'll come down and help you out.
Great. I'll see you in a bit then.
What do you want to focus on gathering, you think? I can get wood to start with.
Right, guys, I am going to have to bounce. I
Get
shall
some stone also then.
catch up on the rest of the show later. Enjoy the rest of it.
Crafting and building. Once we've finished, let's head back and help with the buildings.
Resupply to the rescue.
That's all good. Take care, man.
How's it going up there?
Catch you later.
Later,
I
guys.
think I've got a good idea of what I want things to look like from up here.
Nice.
Oh, there's so many good choices.
All right.
Oof. But I think that looks good.
Can't wait to see it.
There are loads of aluminium here. They're actually pretty strong, so we can do it faster if we both drill. Let's work together and see what else we can find here. After we bring this back, I'll take a look in some other regions to see what materials they have.
I'm done up here, so I'll come join you.
Oh, my inventory is getting full from this harvest. I think we should build some like silos or crates to store it all.
Yeah, we should probably build a fence around those two as well, so we can protect the harvest.
Great idea. Let's get on it.
Here we go. I'll help with the silos next.
Yo, anyone need materials? Because we got a ton of stuff.
Yes, please. Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
Do you want us to start helping you build?
Yes, please, please.
All on it.
What do you think of the layout?
Yeah, it looks great to me.
I'm almost done with the fences here.
Nice.
Hey, everyone. I was going for
Just realised I was talking and I've been on mute the whole time.
What is this?
I mean, every time you go on mute now, you have to put up BMG's head.
Huge. Wow.
Right. I'm saying, yeah, this looks pretty good. I think Thimber will be enjoying this. It's a good take on the...
Wait, did they say this was Xbox One or just current gen consoles?
It just says Xbox, coming early 2024, no release date yet.
Lightyear Frontier, that's interesting.
And BMG didn't have to worry about anything. There you go, 10 new indie games coming to Game Pass. Boom. That looks good.
Very interesting. Yes, Agato. Outstanding. I'm all for cat games.
That looks like one of those autonomous games where you have to get everything working.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars looks good. There you go. Harold Halibut. Bimber says it's coming to Xbox One, that game.
Nice.
This looks like Theme Hospital in Space, but for pets.
Galactic here, huh? Interesting.
Neon white.
And these are all coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, all to Game Pass.
Wow. Nice.
This looks nice. I think they've shown some of these before, though.
This looks like the Costume Quest 2 game.
Yes.
It has the same aesthetic.
The Bookwalker.
Interesting.
Interesting.
It's like a mystery game.
Wandering Village. This looks good.
You can see I'm genuinely impressed.
Been quite a lot of new stuff shown today, hasn't there?
Every year in our showcase, there's one game
Here
that
it
kind of
is.
pops for me.
He's not wearing the Hexen shirt today. He's like, damn it.
This year, we got to announce 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus. And I'm here now with Stefan and Will to walk through a demo of the game, which I've never played before.
I
First
apologize,
time, we have
guys. I
33
put
people
this
online,
in.
Incredibly excited
Was it
about this. So we're going to jump in.
B or C in my rankings?
33
My tier
Immortals
list.
is a co-op.
I would have
I
placed it the
apologize.
same.
33 players.
Probably a
Like
C.
I'll play it with people, but it's not a game that I'm super hyped
So
for.
there are 3 of us here
Yeah.
today on stage, 3 upstairs, and 27 people joining us from Montreal in the studio. Hi, everyone.
And we are ready.
I
That's
very
us.
much like
Everybody's
this
spawning
game.
in.
It's a very
Yes.
good.
This is 33 player multiplayer.
Oh, Jesus.
Not a normal number of characters for a multiplayer game. How did you come up with 33 players?
We were searching for a significant number where we can all play on the screen.
Yeah.
We stay together on the screen, so 33 felt good. 32 felt good. But as the game is inspired by the Divine Comedy, the medieval poem from Dante Alighieri, written in the 14th century. And this poem has 3 sections: Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso. Each section has 33 chapters. And so we say, oh, let's do 33
I
players.
love it. I love it.
33 Immortals.
And I love what you said, Will, that when you guys started this game, there weren't even 33 people at the studio. So you didn't have enough people in the studio to fill out the full roster of the game.
Yeah.
It's such an awesome point.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge when you're trying to do that.
I love it.
Okay, so no 2 runs are the same. We're actually spawning in a different position, a different situation. We are in the cemetery. If you hold the left trigger, the world map is going to show up. And we can see that we are 33 right now, actually, in Inferno, but we are scattered around the world.
Oh, we're not all in the same place.
Yeah, because we all have to complete torture chambers.
Got it.
To make the game progress.
Okay.
And we are located at the southwest of Inferno.
Yeah.
And so the closest torture chambers is to the east.
Okay.
So let's go there.
Got it.
Okay, let's continue down south towards the first torture chambers. This one, I have a good feeling for it.
The soundtrack, what's going on? The music's kind of cool.
Thank you.
How is Phil playing that and
Well,
looking in
who's
opposite
actually done the
direction?
Music on all of our games.
He's just moving the
We're in
the
Montreal.
thumbsticks.
We are in Montreal.
Yeah, with Jim Ryan, he'd have it held upside down.
Right?
Yes.
Also in
He'd be holding a PlayStation 3 controller and they're like, no. They're like, this one.
Absolutely. It's always important to be well surrounded and all that. So
we didn't talk about your first game.
Jim Ryan hasn't played video games
I
since
love- that
Atari.
was fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was great.
And he thought it was terrible. It's
As
like,
you
no
can
one wants
see,
video
this is
games.
not Spirit
Yeah. Pac-Man looks like shit.
Like, how do you think about that from a studio standpoint, having such? I mean,
Well, for us-
I would say they're stylized games, but outside of that, very different games.
We're not worried about, genre. Our goal is really to just try and make unique, immersive, creative experiences that players love and that they want to play for.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
This guy is getting out of my comfort zone sometimes.
Okay.
All right.
What do we do?
So we have completed a torture chamber. So we have achieved a first step in
I got left behind. That's what you're saying.
defying God. Yeah.
Oh, they're back on us.
Ah.
Whoa.
Well, we gotta
Okay.
face the wrath of God.
Careful.
Oh no! Dash! Dash!
Run away!
BMG missed it. He missed it.
I have like 0 health.
You say Jim Ryan's like
New
7
torture-
times
No,
into a
I gotta
mirror
get
and
outta
you just
here.
see this.
Where are you?
Yep.
Well, why weren't they in the torture chamber trying to help us?
Okay.
Okay, these range.
God is getting angry.
Yeah. We're getting hammered right now.
Candy Jim. Candy
Okay.
Jim. Candy Jim.
Okay, here's a guy. Can you revive me? Revive me.
Yeah. Just stop moving. That's it. One up.
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh no. Oh, one. Oh, this is the early fire.
What is this?
Oh, one
holy fire.
One nose.
Now we're in holy fire?
The wrath of God.
Okay, I'm ahead of it.
Okay, so we unlock the Ascension battle. So that's the last battle.
Here, can we get this? Can people jump in my heels?
Yeah. I mean. Oh.
I tried to do the heal.
Phil tried
Don't
not to
mind me, the
swear that he
wandering
sucks at this
soul.
game.
Save me, please.
I'm like a zombie.
Maybe someone.
Did I mention I'd never played before?
Oh, Thimbers.
Oh,
I
no,
feel
I
like
know
if they're
too.
taking it, taking away his Xbox One version.
Can carry us.
I mean, they're taking away the Xbox One version for everything, Timber. It's not just that.
Space.
Good.
Gonna try to not move.
It was next gen.
Don't
Sorry,
move,
Thimber.
and hopefully someone.
We're gonna have to
is going
sacrifice you
be
to
able
get.
revive you. Okay, good.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Okay.
Timber, you'll have to start a
Okay,
GoFundMe
I'm
on
back.
Twitter.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is the last step.
I think it's my last.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
We did it?
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we've ascended.
Yeah.
That was first chapter of first book. Is that how I should think about it?
Yeah.
It's the first world. So it's Inferno.
Yeah.
Each region has its whole big set of challenges and everything.
And this is all on the map.
And its final boss fight.
That's what this is. Well, since we've basically come through unscathed so far, this should be easy. You saved us from having to kill the final boss.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a tease.
I like it. I like it. Well, best of luck to you and the team and everything that's going on. Can't wait for this game to come out. I won't ask for the date because I know that's unfair. But it was great to have in the show and great.
But what's
for
the
you to come
date?
down
What's the
and
date,
we got the
Phil?
opportunity
Tell
to
us.
play. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
He's
us.
not going to say a date.
Thanks for
What is the
watching
date, my
Showcase
friends?
Extended. I love these opportunities to show more about everything that you saw in the showcase itself. Thanks to everybody that supported us, and have a great week. Thanks, everybody.
It's at the end. It's just like, oh, bye guys. I played a bit of Xbox. I'm done. Literally.
Pretty much.
Didn't give a shit, did he? Well, that was the Xbox Game Showcase Extended. Hope you all liked it. What were your favourite things quickly before we get on with our lives? I like the new indie game announcements.
Yeah, they were nice. I mean, a lot of the other games, the bigger games, we'd already seen, a couple days ago. So,
yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's some good stuff. Good stuff. Thimber, some Muppet should say some great looking indie games, and Thimber says hype for the indie games for Game Pass. Yeah,
yeah.
Game Pass is looking great at the moment. So,
little kitty, big city. I'm like, yes. Interesting. You get to play as a cat and create all sorts of chaos. Very cool.
Do you think that Stray will come to Game Pass? The one that was on PlayStation, because it's coming to Xbox soon.
Yeah.
Or do you think it'll be exclusive? They'll have some sort of exclusivity deal with PlayStation to not compete or something like that.
That could be true because I think isn't Stray on PlayStation Plus.
No, maybe yes, possibly yeah.
So
who knows?
They could have it in there. Hey, you can't bring it to Game Pass. So,
disappointing.
Yeah.
Still going to get it though on Xbox. I'd rather, if I can, I'd rather play it on Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't mind playing stuff on PlayStation or Switch, but if I have the choice, I'd just rather watch and play it on console with my achievements and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a nice follow up to the showcase. You know.
Yeah, definitely. So I can't complain. Nice stuff shown, and apparently Thimber says the exclusivity ends next month. We'll find out. We'll listen. We'll find out, and we'll see. Muppet says cats are the C word because he has 2 of them.
I mean, I guess, if you keep trying to steal their food, they're going to be, pissy. But
That's it. That's it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today. The ones who've watched live, and obviously Sentinel and BMG for joining me to watch it. And that goes as well for everyone who's tuned in over the last week for all of these live showcases and watch-alongs, whether it be the main ones we've covered or the little ones we've covered. Thanks to the guys on the XPN Network for jumping in and helping out. Yeah, it's been a big week, and we've still got more to come. This is the last showcase we're going to be covering live. I will be covering, I think, a couple of them. I might do like rewatches. Like, I haven't watched the Capcom one, so I may record myself watching it for a members video and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we've got the XBL Party Podcast UK on Thursday, which is basically going to be a sort of roundup of the showcase and all of Xbox's stuff this week. So lots of guests. It'll all be out on Twitter and social media soon, who's in. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. That's Thursday at 8 p.m. BST. And I think that's it. I think BMG said there might be a Destiny podcast this week if you can get into it around work.
Yeah.
But there's loads more content, guys. Like I say, I think I've put 3 videos up today, plus this. There's more coming tomorrow. There's more coming through the week. There's loads. It just never stops here. So big thank you for tuning in, for liking, commenting, subscribing, and especially big thanks to all you guys that are channel members. It does mean the absolute world to us. So
yeah, definitely.
Onwards and upwards. I don't know if you haven't, we're now on TikTok as well. I may as well plug it. We are on the TikTok under XPN Network. At the moment, we're just sort of transferring over all the YouTube shorts to it. But when we start doing new content, that'll be going to Twitter, to Twitch as well as YouTube as we go, basically. So
nice.
Keep your eyes peeled. Loads of content. And yeah, thank you, Sentinel, for joining us.
It was a pleasure to be here. Really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Like I say, it's a bit more of a chill show today than the showcase at the weekend. But
yeah,
I can't say I'm not happy the week's over now, because it's been I'm very tired. It's been a long week. Actually, I may be recording something this weekend. I don't know if it'll be out this weekend, but I am hopefully recording something with someone else. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be coming soon to the channel, guys. I'll talk about it more in detail when it's all been finalised.
Cool.
But yeah, see you later, guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you live. And yeah, see you Thursday for the XBL Party Podcast.
Later, guys.
Goodbye to me.